everyone, and welcome to another episode of Shiz and Giggles, our weekly wind-down podcast where we talk about everything and anything. My name is Professor Greenleaf, and I will be your host today, but of course, I am never alone. My first co-host is a Slytherin. She has a vine wand, and her true talent is in potions. It is Professor Jenna Hashwolf.
Hello, Professor Greenleaf. How are you doing today?
I am fabulous. How are you?
I'm good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Up next, we have our second co-host, who is a Hufflepuff with a knack for apparition, and she wields an ash wand. It's Isabel Drea-Kirk.
Hello, everyone. Delighted to be here with you all.
Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you all so much for being here today. And for those out there watching, if you haven't noticed, we have a very strong theme today. It is Harry Potter.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, gosh.
To kick things off this week, we're going to talk about everything and anything about Harry Potter. If you aren't a Harry Potter fan, you should be. But the reason why we're talking about it is because just recently, the first film, marked its 20th anniversary. How wild is that?
That's how old I am. Well, 1 year less than me, but pretty close.
And those who grew up with the films, it's 20-year anniversary. But those of you who grew up with the books, it is way more than 20 years.
Yeah.
But this month, actually, HBO Max has released the 20th anniversary docu-series situation. And then also there's a new show that came out, Hogwarts Tournament of Houses. Has anybody watched that?
I have not, but I've seen a few clips of it.
Very cool. I think Helen Mirren is the host.
Mm-hmm.
She's real cool. So another fun fact, AAP has actually executed an event where the inspiration was Harry Potter. And here are some pictures from our 2019 Swam Fest, which was themed Abracadabra.
Ooh.
Isn't that beautiful? I wish we were there for that.
So pretty.
So gorgeous.
So pretty.
I must ask, are you all Harry Potter fans?
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. As am I. Did you all read all the books?
I did. I've read the books twice now. I've read certain books like 3 or 4 times, but the whole series twice.
Very cool.
I'm just going to leave. I'm a fake fan. I've never read the books. It is on my to-do list. That's going to be my New Year's resolution. Read the Harry Potter books. I know. I have the last one because when it came out, my parents were like, oh, we have to buy it because we've read all the other ones. And I'm like, but we don't have any of the other books. But yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have all the books and all the movies. I've been to Harry Potter World a few times. You can obviously tell I have a passion for my house. It's Slytherin. I have a wand. I love it very much.
I have seen all of the movies so many times that I can quote them while I watch them.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a quotable movie.
My favorite quote is anything from the trolley.
So for those of you who are not behind the scenes, she has been saying that for the last half an hour. So it is
in that accent.
Her favorite one. I don't know if I have a favorite quote. Maybe I just watched. So I'm actually actively rereading the books. So I'm reading one book and then watching the film. So I just watched the first movie, and all I have playing in my head right now is Ron Weasley saying, "Oh, troll bogeys." Oh, I'm a nerd.
Goodness.
So for those of you out there watching, do you know what Hogwarts house you're in? Let us know. Drop it in the comments.
I know it was already said, but I am a proud Hufflepuff. I used to not be so proud of that. I really wanted to be a Slytherin, but then, sometimes you just have to accept your identity and learn all there is to know about what category you fall into.
See, I think that Hufflepuff is great. It just means you're a really good friend. You're very loyal. You have good patience, which is something everyone needs. They're very stereotyped as like really good finders. So you're really good at finding things, apparently, Izzy.
That is very true. I am excellent at finding things. So
Yeah. Obviously, I'm Slytherin. I've said that. Now, I want to say that all Slytherins are not evil. Okay,
It's true.
It's not true. Okay.
It's a stereotype.
I'm agreeing with you. It's true that it's not true. Yeah.
Andrea, our CEO, is a Slytherin. There are some nice Slytherins out there. We're just ambitious people, and we know what we want. That's all.
We are.
Good for you.
It's so true. And we often find that Slytherins teach a potion class. Ain't that right, Professor Hashwolf?
I don't know what you may have heard, but I'm a pretty good teacher. I got good scores on my owls.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So with that being said, this week's segments are now classes, and we are going to go first to Jenna with potions.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Potions class. So my normal segment every week is guessing quotes. But this week, since we're doing Harry Potter, we're going to guess that potion. So how it's going to work is I'm going to read a description of the potion, and then I will give you some answer choices, and you have to pick which one it is based on the description. Are we ready? Are we game?
Ready.
Okay. And the first potion temporarily transforms the drinker into another person. The drinker will take on the appearance of those whose hair, fingernails, etc. are added to the potion, not to be used for transforming into an animal. Now, we have seen what happens when you use an animal thing by accident to Hermione in the first book or movie. Your answer choices are Polyjuice Potion, Liquid Transfiguration, or Pompion Potion.
Polyjuice Potion.
Polyjuice.
It is Polyjuice.
And you would both be correct because the answer is a Polyjuice Potion. So as I mentioned in that first movie, our golden trio does take this potion in order to infiltrate Slytherin's common room, and Hermione's goes a little south.
It does. But, I think it'd be pretty cool to be a human cat, just saying.
Yeah, I think it would as well, so.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. Our next potion. This is the world's strongest love potion. Does not create real love, just a powerful obsession. Is it Cupid's Brew, Lo Effetto, or Amortentia?
I don't know, actually.
I think it's the last one.
Yeah, that's what my heart's telling me too.
Yeah.
The last one, the second one, but I'll go with the last one.
Well, your instincts would be correct because it is Amortentia. Now, something that's very interesting about Amortentia. So, it has a very bright pink, distinct color when it's bottled sometimes. However, you'll also notice that it has a powerful scent. As you can see, the bright pink, that is from
so pretty.
Weasley's Wizarding Wizards, or their joke shop. But Amortentia smells whatever that person is most attracted to, because that's how you get to drink it. So I have a question for you both, which is, if you were to smell it, what would you smell? What scents are you most attracted to?
Mahogany teakwood from Bath and Body Works.
Just that smell exclusively. It's so funny, Jenny, when you meant that, this isn't what I'm attracted to at all. I just want to preface that. But as soon as you said that, my brain went to pork rinds. But I know that's not what my heart says. But I don't know. I'd probably go with I really like a birch or a pine or Fraser fir scent. It's just very I don't know, warm, and I don't know. That's probably what I would go to. Yeah, cozy.
Aww. I think I would smell mint. I love the smell of mint. The Irish Springs like body wash and soap. I love the way that smells. It's so good. And like leather. I really like leather.
Oh, yes.
So like very masculine scents.
So Mahogany Teakwood by Bath and Body Works.
I mean, that's probably thrown in a little sprinkle of that too. So, all right.
I love it.
So moving back to potions, getting back on topic, we have to study a magical potion that makes the taker successful in all of their endeavors, also known as liquid luck. Is this Fastus Fee, Felix Felicius, or Fee Fortuna?
It's B, baby.
Felix Felicius.
Given our audience time to what they think, this is seen in the Half-Blood Prince, which is Harry uses it. I don't want to give too much away. You think Ron uses it, but truly Harry does. All right. I think our answers have come in, and you would be correct. Terica. It is Felix Felicius or Felicius. They pronounce it with an accent, so it sounds weird. But yeah, so Harry does use it in that last movie to hopefully get an answer from Professor Slughorn about Horcruxes.
That's definitely my favorite movie. The last two, and the third. I think something about the third where they like transform into more like adultness. Yeah. I just find really awesome.
Yeah, that's where like I think the tones of the movie start shifting.
Oh sure, yeah, because the different director, the different set. Yeah,
definitely. All right, and our last and final question, which brings us to a close of our potions class, but we're not quite there. So, a powerful truth serum. The potion effectively forced the drinker to answer any questions put to them truthfully, though there were certain methods of resistance, and use of this potion was strictly controlled by the British Ministry of Magic. Is it Verita Serum, Verdad Serum, or Verita Verdium?
A or one, whatever.
Umbridge uses this in the Order of Phoenix to figure out where Dumbledore's army is practicing. She uses it someone in the book, and then Cho Chang in the movie. I can't remember who it is in the book though. But
I think it's A.
We will go to the next slide because we had our audience tally in, and you would be correct. It is Verita Serum.
Verita Serum.
Yeah, so Professor Umbridge is the most notable woman who uses it in the films.
She's so sweet.
Oh.
Gosh, she is like the nicest person ever in a fictional character or fictional character.
She's like the one person that like I have no redeeming qualities for.
Yeah, absolutely none. She likes cats. It's the only thing she has going for her.
Well, thank you so much. We learned so much, Professor. I can't wait to learn more with our next class led by Isabel. We're going to learn about a partition.
Hey everyone! So usually my segments, we talk about traveling and different places to take a trip to or traveling trips. Today, we are going to be taking a trip to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, or, the closest you can get to the actual thing. And starting off, I have 5 different places. The first one is Platform 9 3/4. So up until recently, there wasn't actually a Platform 9 3/4. However, the train station that the movie takes place in is in fact a real place. It's the King's Cross Station in London, England. However, they have made some new additions over the last few years, and now they actually have a Platform 9 3/4. Well, the wall, it's not an actual platform, but they have a little half trolley statue sticking out of the wall, so you can take photo opportunities like this. And this platform, as well as the Harry Potter shop that is in King's Cross Station, were opened by Warwick Davis, who actually plays all of the goblins in the series, as well as Professor, remind me of his name, Jenna?
Flitwick.
Flitwick. That's what I thought it was. So I actually did not realize that he played several different characters. Once I saw the picture of him, which I forgot to include, that's a picture of him with all of the masks that he wears. I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. So yeah, if you ever are in King's Cross Station in London, make sure to get your photo opportunity. Our next place is actually more of a trip, and I think this is one that everyone will love because I know I always wanted to go on the Hogwarts Express just to see that beautiful scenic view. And the brilliant thing is that you can. The Jacobite steam train,
Something like that.
which starts in Fort William, Scotland, and it's an 84-mile round trip or 6 hours. It goes from Fort William to Mallaig, Scotland.
Throw an accent on there and just hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mallaig.
So it goes from one point in Scotland, goes around. I think it even goes through the UK, like England a little bit, and then comes back to Scotland. It is $69.26 or 52. Not pounds.
Euros.
The other one.
Euros.
No, pounds. It is pounds. 52 pounds.
Cool.
Which in US dollars is $69.26 for the basic day trip. You can get first class, or you can even rent out a whole car, which I think was around like 325 pounds. So however much that is in US dollars. Honestly, I think it's definitely worth it. Yeah, for 6 hours, it's not bad.
I will say though that. Oh, go ahead, Jenna.
I was gonna say, if you're renting a cart and you split it between a few people, like.
Yeah, not bad at all. So
it does seem like a little bit of a slow trip because I think 84 miles by car is like not
an hour
6
and a half.
hours long. Yeah,
it is. So it is a train, and I think it does stop somewhere along the way.
True.
So,
true story.
Yeah,
I
think it's like I think there's like a 2-hour stop.
Leisure trip.
It's definitely a scenic trip. I think that's definitely what it's advertised as. But yeah,
you can get your what are you gonna get when you're on the train, Izzy?
Anything from the trolley. Get your candy. So our next place is the infamous Diagon Alley, which is actually inspired by the Leadenhall Market in London, England. So this is actually where they filmed the scenes in Diagon Alley in the first movie. I do believe they created their own set for the rest of the movies. It does look a little bit different. Obviously, filming, they really jazz it up. But it is still a really cool place, and I think they have a couple gift shops in there. And the amazing thing is that Leadenhall Market itself is actually open 24 hours. Obviously, the shops and the restaurants inside are not open 24 hours, but you can just go walk through it anytime you like.
Awesome.
And our final place is the Alnwick Castle in Northumberland, and this is where they filmed what is known as the Hogwarts Castle in the first couple movies. As you can see in that one picture where they're learning how to fly on brooms, that area of the castle is actually exactly where they filmed the Quidditch training, or the broom flying when they first tried. So it does look a little bit different. Obviously, they had to CGI in some things, and then they used a CGI castle for a lot of the other movies. But you can visit. I think it costs about $18 a person to go and tour the castle. So
very
not bad at all.
Ever feeling fancy? Oh, and then we do have one more place. Sorry, my bad. And that is Black Park in Buckinghamshire, England. So this was used for multiple places in the movies, such as the Forbidden Forest. Hagrid's hut, which is obviously right on the edge of the forest. And then when Hagrid goes to show Harry the dragons, when he's in the little invisibility cloak in the Goblet of Fire, that was also filmed in Black Park. And the coolest thing is that Black Park actually makes an appearance in every single one of the Harry Potter movies. So all 8.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Love it. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Professor. Look at
course.
us. We're learning potions. We're learning where to go. And now we're going to learn about herbology.
Oh.
Hello. I know if I do a British accent, it's going to be incredibly like Cockney, so we're not going to do that. But welcome to Herbology. So if you don't know, herbology is the study of magical and mundane plants and fungi. Okay, so today, students, you are going to learn how to care and utilize plants, their magical properties, and the ingredients of some potions and some medicine. All right. So first you're going to see a little GIF of like a very famous or prominent plant. And then I'm going to ask you a really hard trivia question about it.
Really hard.
What do you expect from me? Okay. So let's test your knowledge. What year was the Whomping Willow planted? Was it 1872, 1659, 1971, or 1740?
Now,
I'm going to pretend like I don't know the answer, although I will say the answer did surprise me, and I will explain
me.
Really?
It did.
So I knew that it got introduced to Hogwarts because of a certain someone attending Hogwarts, was Remus Lupin. So by process of elimination, I'm going to think it's 1971 because that is the only year that logically makes sense for it to be planted while he was there.
And see, that is what surprises me, is I definitely would have thought that the Whomping Willow would have been a lot older than 1971. I was definitely thinking more like 1872.
Well, I must say, with Jenna's deductive reasoning, she is correct. The Whomping Willow was planted around the year 1971 to cover up the opening of the secret the secret passage leading from Hogwarts grounds to the Shrieking Shack in the village of Hogsmeade. For those of you who don't know what a Whomping Willow is, it is that big old tree out front. If you come within a certain range, it will attack you with its branches. And its limbs function as arms. How cool is that? It's like a sassy Groot, let me tell you.
That's an excellent way to describe it.
Thank you. Thank you. And next is, I think, my personal favorite because I'm a huge swimmer. So this thing here is called gillyweed. And I was curious to know if you all knew which native body of water it is from. Is it from the Black Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Bering Sea, or the Caribbean Sea?
So is it like the actual body of water, like in our world, or?
That's the question, isn't it, Izzy?
Is it Izzy? So in the books, it's, I guess, stated that it's the gillyweed is native to one of these.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And for those of you out there who don't know what gillyweed is, it is a magical plant when eaten that allows humans to breathe underwater. It does the whole shebang. You get the green gills, you get the webbed fingers, you get the webbed feet. Great for a date. It's beautiful.
Oh, I'm sure. First date vibes.
First date material.
I think I'm going to have to go with B.
Okay.
I was going to say,
Tarek says B as well.
I'm either thinking B or D because I feel like it's got to be somewhere like semi-tropical just because for the plant to flourish. Since everyone's going with B, I guess I'll go with B.
So survey says B. Look at you. I'm actually really impressed, you guys. Okay, next question.
Oh my gosh, my mom's watching. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. So
Hi,
this
Lori.
is a mandrake. Those tiny little, they're actually described as magical and sentient plants that look like humans. Isn't that fun?
They look horrendous.
So they're insentient?
So it says they're sentient. Yeah.
Oh, they are
like little
sentient. Okay, I was going to
sentient.
say, yeah.
They look like the stuff nightmares are made out of.
Exactly.
They look awful.
So the question is, what is the name of the healing potion that is made from the mandrake root? So this goes to the second film where a bunch of people got petrified and the herbology teacher came in clutch with some mandrake root juice. But what was that root juice called?
I'm going to think it is restorative.
I think it's C.
You think it's C, remedial? Okay. I'm thinking it's D just because, like, if you're petrified, what do you need to be, like, what needs to happen? You need to be restored.
Okay, so Jenna says D, and then Izzy, you said
C. And so does Holly.
So does Holly. What's up, Holly? Hey, girl. And the answer is D. Yeah, Jenna.
I told you I read the books twice.
Killing it.
What can I say?
Next question. Anybody know what this scene's from?
Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Yes, child. And the question is, what is the name of the plant that Hermione uses to help heal Ron when he had some issues? He had some burning issues on his arm there.
When he got cinched by apparating.
When he got cinched. Is it A, Dittany, B, Acornite, C, Stinksap, or D, Flitterbloom?
The two, I don't think it's the last two because they just sound too funny.
Let me preface, Jenna.
Okay.
All of these are real plants from the Harry Potter world. Yes.
I'm going to have to go with B. That sounds the most familiar.
Well, okay, so see, I think aconite has something to do with werewolves. I don't know why, but it's really like in my mind that has something to do with werewolves. So I'm going to go with Dittany.
And the answer is?
Ah, dang. Your mom got it right, Jenna.
My mom watches those Harry Potter films just as much as I do. She knows.
Apparently, I don't watch them enough.
Apparently. So Dittany is an essence that when applied topically, the raw plant will heal shallow to moderate wounds. And shallow wounds, apparently. Isn't that nice? So let's do one more question. Then we're going to round out the evening here. So I know our other professor mentioned the love potion. So we're going to talk about what's in the love potion. All right. So what is the key plant ingredient that is in this potion? Is it A, sugar shrub? Is it B, knot grass? Is it C, wormwood? Or is it D, rose thorn?
I think it's C.
You think it's wormwood? So I have two things. One, it's knotgrass or it's rose thorn. I think it's rose thorn because of the color. But knotgrass sounds more familiar. Like I feel like that's in way more potions, so I'm gonna go with knotgrass.
Okay. Izzy, what do you think?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with my gut.
The pressure.
Which is?
Wormwood.
Okay. And the answer is?
Dang it.
Oh.
Rose thorn.
Now, I don't know if wormwood is an actual thing in Harry Potter, but if either of you are Nightmare Before Christmas fans, wormwood is what Sally puts in Dr. Finkelstein or whatever his name is potion to cover up the scent of the sleeping draught to make him go to sleep.
Love it. Look at us.
Extra fact.
Bonus fact. Well, that was so great, y'all. I hope everyone watching, I hope you learned something new, or if you didn't learn something new, it was nostalgia. It was fun. Get out there and reread the books. Watch a movie over Christmas break coming up. You can watch the special or the Helen Mirren joint. There's a lot of different ways to keep the Harry Potter vibe alive. All right. Thank you so much to my wonderful co-hosts, Jenna and Isabel, and a special thanks for everyone watching. We hope to see you again. We stream every Friday at what time, y'all?
4.
4 o'clock. You can find us at the All About Presentation YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn page. And if you can't make it, no worries. These are recorded and we repost our episodes on our YouTube channel and Facebook page. Happy Friday and Wingardium Leviosa.